Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Arcane Den. Today we're going to be talking about a game that's near and dear to my heart called Dead Space. Let's get into it. So the creator of Dead Space was apparently trying to pitch to EA a new idea for a Dead Space 4, maybe a reboot of the franchise. But as of August 20th or something like that, he is officially retiring from video games after getting his pitch denied. Apparently, there was no bad blood between him and EA. They just couldn't find an agreement, or they didn't see a vision out of the ideas he was pitching, and they decided we're not going to move forward. Um, they didn't like fire him or anything, or he wasn't let go. He was just like, all right, well, I tried my best and I'm going to retire, is pretty much what happened. And so any chances of us getting a new Dead Space game is going to be pretty dead for a while. EA is probably they're still going to own the rights to Dead Space. So if you don't know what Dead Space is, Dead Space is about an engineering crew sent down to the USS Ishimura in space. And they were sent a distress signal from the ship. The main character is known as Isaac Clarke. He has a fiance, I believe, that is stationed on the ship. He's been trying to make contact with her, but hasn't been able to. As they land on this, well, yeah, as they land on this ship, they encounter some sort of alien species that has taken over the crew, infects them. They start slaughtering one another. And if you've seen, maybe there's an anime movie called Dead Space Downfall, and it sort of explains the backstory of what happens to the USS Ishimura before Isaac Clarke lands. And the whole point of this game is to make your way through the ship, try to find your fiance, and find a way off the ship because your ship is no longer serviceable. And yeah, that's the concept of Dead Space, and it expanded into three different games. That story, and it just grew, and it became like a worldwide hit. And they tried to create a spiritual successor to it with a game called Callisto Protocol, but unfortunately, it was probably one of like the worst games ever made. I mean, yeah, it has a really like it has really good graphics, and like you can there's big actors in it, but the gameplay mechanics are just horrible. The fighting combat is bad. Um, but I don't know if that had to do with this, since it's so similar to Dead Space that they were like, we failed hardcore with that game, and so we probably won't make a Dead Space for a while. But Dead Space is more reminiscent of Resident Evil. Like gameplay wise, it's very much third person, point and shoot, over the shoulder camera. It didn't The Callisto Protocol was more like a beat 'em up. I mean, there was guns in there, but most of the time you were fighting with a pipe, like kind of Silent Hill like. So I can see why that game didn't do so well, since I mean it was more melee if anything. But man, to lose Dead Space like in this generation would be like so bad, man. Hopefully EA can pick it up in the future. I'm sure they'll bring it up eventually. There's gonna be a new Dead Space, especially with like the hit of the remake. But we have to wait and see, guys. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you love Dead Space, if you're a fan of Callisto Protocol, if you guys seen the movie and anime, anything you guys want to talk about, let me know. Make sure to like and subscribe so we can boost our channel and we can produce more content. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys later.